Mauna Kea is sacred land to Native Hawaiians, and the peak is where Hawaii's Genesis story took place. It is a burial ground for ancient chiefs and ancestors, and is considered the temple of the Supreme Being. However, this sacred land has been overtaken by large telescopes and tourists. Even though these telescopes may progress the scientific community, they have in turn regressed and harmed the culture and sacred land of Native Hawaiians. Considering how Mauna Kea has been utilized throughout time is related to symbolic politics and makes us ask questions such as, what are the power dynamics at play in Hawaii? Whose landscape is being protected, altered, or exploited? How can we achieve universal progress when everyone's definition of progress is based on their own individual values? These questions are all based around wicked problems, which are difficult or impossible to solve and include many stakeholders. Historically, Indigenous Hawaiians have been exploited and not valued as true stakeholders, even though they were the first ones to inhabit and develop Hawaii. Throughout this trip, we explored how progress is defined differently depending on your own perspective. To some, progress is defined by money, land, and capital. Westerners applied this definition as they colonized Hawaii and completely ignored and disregarded the Hawaiians' perspective and point of view. To many Hawaiians, it seems that progress has been defined through community, natural preservation, and culture. My personal perspective is similar, and I think progress is measured through sustainable practices and ensuring equity, accessibility, and protection of all life on our planet, both now and in the future. Overall, the Hawaii Study Abroad program has been one of the greatest educational experiences I've had at UGA. Before I left for the program, I was nervous about being in a new place with people I'd never met before. However, I quickly made friends, and I am so grateful for the people I met and experiences I had on this trip. Going into this trip, I already had background knowledge about sustainability and the quadruple bottom line. But having the opportunity to travel to Hawaii for the course gave me real-life, hands-on experience with how sustainable practices are being applied in Hawaii. We also explored how tourism has negatively impacted Hawaii and made further sustainable practices difficult to implement. This could be seen through the lack of affordable housing and food, low-wage jobs, economic resilience being low, habitat loss, reef damage, pollution, and commercialization of native traditions and culture. Despite these challenges, I believe Hawaii can continue to progress and work towards a more sustainable future, as long as the voices of all stakeholders are heard and valued, especially those of Native Hawaiians.